check out things here on Restream. Okay, I think we're up and live here. A few little technical issue here earlier, so I think we're good to go. We got a couple questions that have come in today, so let's check those out. I'm going to check on the group to make sure we're live in there, and just make sure we're live on my page as well. So if anybody has any questions today for me, let me know. Looks like we're going there, and there's a few different questions that I'm excited to jump up here and answer for you guys. So a while back, something happened with High Level. What they did is they went in and they made a few changes. So one of those changes was that on funnels, so if you had a section that was hidden before, so let's see if we can jump in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about, is you could have hidden sections that wouldn't display to the public. But originally when they had those sections displayed, under here, under manage sections, and you hid one of these sections, what would happen was they would just use CSS and hide that section so people wouldn't see that. And then about a month ago, what High Level did was they changed it so that instead of hiding that section with CSS, the section actually didn't get rendered at all anymore. So it wasn't displayed. So that changed a few things on the way that we had systems set up. So originally we had it set up so that in the backend we have these we have a field form here, and then we also have a bunch of different variables that we weren't able to pull in directly into the custom JavaScript section. Now, since we built this and until now, things have changed within High Level. We can actually import those custom values and everything directly into the JavaScript inside of our system here. Let me just show you. We can pull in all those values right into the system. Now, there are still a few exceptions that don't work with what we want to do, so we have to have a little workaround to make that work properly. But for the most part, it's they do works. Now, I'm going to keep this open here just in case there are any questions that come in, and yeah, so I just want to keep that open. So I'm going to keep an eye over here. So if anybody has any questions, please shoot them my way, and I'll do my best to answer them here in the next hour or so. Okay, so with one of those things Michelle asked the other day is like, where can we find the updates for that? So for the new snapshot, the updated snapshot, and easily if you want to go into your dashboard here, so SmartScripts dashboard, go in there, and then you will see Smart Reviews. And if you're under Smart Reviews and Referrals here, you can click on either one. You can click on Download Snapshots, and this is where you can download the latest snapshots for the system. So there's reviews and referrals together, there's reviews only, and there's referrals only. So this is not to get confused with our reward system, but this referral snapshot here is tied in with the reviews one, and that's its whole system, so that when you ask for a review, it will go and give you a referral, or ask the person for a referral as well. So we thought, hey, how do we maximize the engagement from one of our customers? And I got a bunch of stuff open here. So the idea was, hey, once somebody gives us a review, what if we keep them on the page, refresh it, and then ask them for a referral as well? So we're just maximizing that engagement. So now we have this set up. So one way you can go in, and what we've done here is there's a coding way you can fix it, or you can download the latest snapshot. Either way, if you have a bunch of them set up and you already have a master reviews account set up for all your clients, one of the easiest ways you can do it, and what we've done is we went into manage sections here and we unhid these sections. So we have these sections hidden here, and then what you can do is you can actually just take this section that would normally be hidden. Okay, we're going to click on that. I'm going to go over to advanced. I'm going to give it a name of CV underscore section here, a custom class, and then let's see if I added it on there too. No, we got it there. So we're going to go CV section. Now this is for one of the older snapshots. If you're using an older snapshot and you want to just update it yourself, make this here CV section there, and then let's unhide the other one as well. let's go over to here. We have two different sections that are pulling custom values, and we're going to go to advanced, and we're going to give this a same name, CV underscore section. Ooh, if I could type, that would be good. CV underscore section. And then we're going to go up to custom CSS. And I'm going to make, we're going to go CV underscore section. And then here, and then we're going to type in display none. So what you want to do is do that. It will hide those two sections for you so that they don't appear. I've done the exact same thing here on the positive review form, which is funny though, because high level, when I put the CSS on the positive review form and we're in the funnel builder, it doesn't actually hide the funnel. So we have positive review form here. We have display none, but in our funnel builder, it doesn't display. So, or it does display still, even though I have the CSS on it. However, when we go to see the funnel, when we go and see the funnel here, and we open this up, the form won't actually be there anymore. So then the system will work how it's supposed to. Now, there we go. Everything is hidden. We don't see it. And we have our buttons. And I actually put a new background here, and I really liked having this. So if you, maybe this is something that you can do, and I've done this in the newest snapshot, is put a photo in the background here, because I thought it just looks way nicer than not having a photo in the background. There's just the gray swirls that we had before. So kind of an update there, and then you can customize that background photo however you like inside your funnel. Now, you're going to want to do that CV section thing on each one of these different pages, depending on what you're using, to hide those hidden sections, or unhide the section that we have and then rehide it again, so that you can so that it'll still work the way that the way that it was originally built. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can obviously go into the reviews backend, and you can download the latest snapshot, reinstall that, add that to your sub accounts, do that kind of stuff. And that'll also work for you. So that's one thing that I would highly recommend you go and do. So having said that, I was just talking to someone else, Paul. He was having an issue with this. Now this is, I took a look at this one, and this is a much older version. So this is using 1.1 of our JavaScript, and we are on 1.3 of our JavaScript that we're using now. So this is a much older one, and he did do the change. But one thing that I noticed with his, like let's say we're going to go here. I'm going to go and just do an inspect. This is getting into the background stuff here. And then I'm going to do a search for positive underscore review underscore form. And we should have one of those in here. It's going to show it there. So we have positive review form here. Now, the way the system works is that it will auto submit the positive review form when you have your JavaScript on there. Now, I noticed in Paul's, when I go to here and I go to inspect, he did the change, but there might have been something that changed with the form. Maybe he re-added it or something there. So Paul, if you're listening, let's go to elements here. I'm going to do a search for positive underscore review underscore form. And I don't think we're going to find one at all. So I think that's the reason why your form isn't being submitted. I could see that if we do a test, and I'm going to do a thing here. I'm going to slowly go through this whole thing here and show you guys as I'm troubleshooting what happened here. So this is the form that is in there. Now he has this section hidden. I think we have to, there, you can see that he put CV section in there like he's supposed to. But I think when we go under here and say display none, we'll find the form. And you can see that our system is already auto-filling out all those details for you. But if we inspect this form specifically, there is no class on there for positive review form. And so that is most likely 99% of what the issue is, because when I click on the button, everything submits properly through high level. So that should all work for you. Once you just go into your form, and I'll show you how to do that once you're on your form on your page. And now this is again for an older system that Paul is using. So let's just take a look here. And if we have that form again, we're just going to click on it and we're going to give it a positive underscore review underscore form. And once you do that, it should work for you. I'm actually going to message that to Paul right now. Hey, Paul, looks like you're missing a class on the form for which should be positive underscore review underscore form. All right, cool. So give Paul his update there, and you can add that, and then that should work for him. All right, yeah. So if you guys have any questions or any thoughts or ideas or anything like that, I'm gonna type in here, everyone, we're live. Come join us. Come and join us with your questions. All right, so I think I possibly did that correctly. If you're tagging people, here's one of the things I noticed is if you're tagging everyone in a group, and not everyone likes that. So I will just do that, and you might get a notification that I just tagged you in there. But yeah, so it's just one way to send out a notification. You just have to make sure when you do a tag at everyone, let me just show you here, at everyone, you have to go down and select the at everyone for your group, or it just won't work. So that's one other question that I had this week. How come when I tag everyone in a group, it does not show up for me? All right. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys have any more questions or any questions for me. Let's see what else I can dig up here. I know there was a few questions that we were looking at earlier this week. I think I answered the question there for Michelle. Hopefully she gets that. I'm going to send her a link right away with that information so she can get that as well. Let me jump over to my page to see if I got any more questions over here. Nothing over there. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty this morning trying to get up and running, so I was a little bit behind getting live on today's call, but hopefully you guys will see this and shoot me any questions that you have. Now, one of the questions that I had, I saw from I think it was Temi in the group. She was in a GHL Smart Scripts group. She was asking, she has a client who is who wants to use the rewards and loyalty system for their, I think it was a coaching business. Now, she was asking if there was anybody out there who had examples of, let me just ask if I can see. Anyone crushing it with the loyalty rewards program willing to share some images of the results, please. I have a prospect in the education coaching niche who wants to see some data/results before making a decision. Now, I'm interested in what kind of data/results that you would like to see. I know this review and reward system is a fairly new system that we have just launched, and one of the things with that is, I guess we're branching out into different niches all the time. One of the cool things is that I did build a system out for a coach, and we're starting to launch that we're going to launch that right away. Actually, the launch date for that was this fall. Let's see if I can log in here with this, because I built a kind of a really cool workflow for this, or a flow chart to kind of show how we would roll it out for a coach. And one of the things I think is so powerful about this review and reward, this reward system, for especially when you're talking about a coach, is that you can use it to reward all of your group members. You can use it to reward your group members. You can your coaching members, your students, anything like that, right? Let's just see if this is this is the tutoring or workflow that I created for Temi the other day. We had a really good chat about what she was doing, and she was rolling this out for a tutor that she's working with. So let me just walk through this really quickly. Is we're going to send a referral request. Email is going to go out to each contact in the list. This is going out to a database reactivation. Now you can do this for any industry really at all. So this is going to go a database reactivation, going to send out to all the customers that person already has, and we're going to ask them for a referral. So if they refer people, it's going to take them to a referral page. It's going to send them through the referral friend workflow. It's going to send the email to their friends and family. And then we're also going to have new friend or family gets contact. It goes to the work with us page, the free free consultation page. That is what they're offering for a new person who wants to come on board, get a free consult. Now you can give any kind of thing away for people to join your rewards program. You know what it's like for having people, either for like a free demo you could do, or you can have people do a free consultation. You can do a discounted consultation. We've worked some landscapers in the past where they're doing a consultation for $99 just to make sure people show up, and then if they do go with them to get the full design for landscaping and design and stuff like that, then they get that money back as part of the next step in the process. Really, they just want to make sure that their bases are covered. And then we can go through and we can give people rewards, and we can add them to the workflows, and we will send them to the landing page and dashboard where they can go and find out how many more points that they have, how they earn more points, and all that kind of stuff. And then ultimately we want to send them through to a booking page where they're going to, those new people are going to go and get their new whatever consultation or whatever you're giving away as part of your thing. So this is one of the ones we set up for Temi here. Let me see if I can go through and find out the reward system here. So here's a cool one that we designed for a coaching client. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. I can send this over to Temi too. So what we're doing here is we have a couple different ways that we're bringing contacts into the reward system. So we have outbound contacts, and then we have where we're sending out the requests to people that we already have in our system and list to join the rewards program. We also have a free group. Lots of coaches and consultants and everything like that have free groups, right? Where they have people in there. They also have paid groups and membership groups. So we can have people come in from those groups into the rewards registration page. Let me zoom in here. I think I can zoom in. Right. So we're going to have a rewards page here. This is where they're going to access more things on here. So one thing that we built into the reward system now is we have a bit of a landing page that you can customize for your customers so that they can see how more things and more products and more promotions that you have. If we're having them logged into the dashboard, maybe there's upsells that we can do in there to get them to engage more often, right? So then they can go to the earn rewards page, and they can learn about different ways that they can earn rewards, or they can earn points. So points can be given for social sharing, for referring friends. They can also be given for anything like video views and cool stuff like that. So if you have you have a video that you want people to watch, a marketing video, any kind of stuff like that, anything we can put through a workflow, we can give people points for. So any kind of engagement or interaction, even if you can link up Zapier for different things. So let's say you have attendees in Zoom, and we want to be able to see who attended which Zoom calls and whatever, we can add them to here. We can even do stuff like if somebody completes a course, we can reward them with more points, right? We just want to be able to reward people more often. Now there was a funny thing and really interesting thing is, if you guys know Dan Kennedy, Russell Brunson and everyone, they bought out Dan Kennedy. Dan Kennedy was one of the greatest copywriters, is one of the greatest copywriters out there, and he knows how to build these like really crazy engaging systems. And one of the cool things about that is that he always talked about rewarding their customers. People love getting rewards. And even more importantly, they love publicly being acknowledged with their rewards, being a points leader, being the top dog, everything like that, right? So the more that you can do that with your customers and kind of publicly celebrate them for their achievements, the more happier and excited they're going to be. And what better way to do that than giving them points and rewards for things that they're already going to do anyways, or things that they need to do in order to get more success. So the whole point of this thing is that we are rewarding customers, we are rewarding members for going through this reward system or going through their training, engaging more in groups, attending classes, finishing courses. And the more stuff that they finish, they're earning rewards. Like they can get one-on-one interviews in the group. They can get private training. They can get private coaching. They can redeem those rewards for ebooks, for graphic design, for new materials that are being put out. They can get discounts off of products and services that you're offering. You can do all that kind of stuff inside your coaching group. And I think there's a lot of opportunity with coaching and rewards. And the really interesting thing is like not really anyone is doing that. So it feels really innovative to be creating a reward system for people inside your coaching program. Because you think, hey, people are already getting the results. But we all know that when people buy courses, not everyone goes through those courses, right? They go and they do the course, or they might not do the course. There's I would say like 80% of the people who buy a course never finish it. It's just like reading a book. 90% of people buy a book, never read it. You know, we want people to go through the course. We want people to go through the trainings. We want people to engage and we want people to take action. So if we can give them rewards and prompt them and gamify the whole thing so that they are earning more rewards and getting the training and growing, I mean, as a coach, you're going to get better reviews, right? Because people actually went through the system. You're going to get better results because, again, people actually went through the training and went through the system. And you're going to have happier, more engaged people. So you're just going to get a whole bunch more overall. So that's kind of one of the systems here we built for the coaching space. Anyway, so I hope maybe that helps Temi with a little bit of her question there. And I hope maybe that gives you guys a little bit of insight to some of the cool stuff that you can do with the coaching or the reward system as well. So so I think that's going to answer that question. I just want to show you guys this here. I'm going to just minimize these things. Let's just minimize them all here. I love this picture that Missy posted into our group here earlier. She was asking a question about how to do reputation management and if we had snapshots, and of course we do, but I just wanted to share that photo that she posted of herself in the group because it's awesome. All right, let's see if we have any other questions here. Michelle, answer your question. I see Chandel posted earlier. You know, there's a question here from Eugene that asked if anybody had used the templates, the snippets for in the conversations tab, and I honestly haven't even taken a look at that yet. So I've seen a couple people post about it, but let's take a look at it right now while we're on the call here, because I haven't had any specific questions come in since we've been live, and probably that's because we had the technical difficulties earlier. So that kind of put a crimp in things. So hopefully people will see the replay here and be able to join us. So, or at least answer some questions or shoot us some questions for next week as well. So we've got one question here. I see another comment. Maybe I can refresh. All right. Okay, messaging snippets. So let's check this out. So add text template snippet. Let's go new snippet for reviews test. And let's go put, hey, this is a new snippet, and see what happens there. So we can save, we can attach file. Looks like it's almost the same thing as a template. I wonder if they just took the templating system and used that as part of conversations. So if we jump over to conversations here, and we're going to do SMS. I actually don't have a phone number, I think, linked up with this account, because this is our review account. But so if we're on SMS here, and if we go to templates, snippets, can we just pick one and use that? Yeah, okay, cool. So it's basically just like a template, but it's going to have like pre-chunks, pre-written chunks of text. So before, we could just use a template in here, and I've used that a lot for like emails and stuff. Let's see if we can, I don't even think we have an email one in here. Let's go here, let's go email. That's a text message. If we go email, and then we can pull up templates here. So now it's just called templates and snippets. So I don't know why we would want to do that over a actual email template rather than an email template snippet. So under marketing, oh, they called it the exact same thing in here too. So we've got templates / snippets here as well. So I think they just changed the name from it, where you could just do an email. So no, one of the things that we would do with an email is just a reply back from there, or you can just put whatever you want in there and attach that as an email to someone else. Now the question I have here, if we go to email templates, can we then, we have 2 templates here, but can we then use those in conversations? Because one of the things that I used to use in conversations was in our other groups is sending out manually sending out information for training. So what would happen is somebody would come and sign up for, say, the review system, and they're saying, hey, I can't find the training for this, and then instead of going through and re-adding them to a workflow in order to do it, I would just do the template, and then I could pick the template that I wanted to use. But it looks like that's changed now. So maybe we can't do that anymore. Now we need to create it as a snippet in order to send out, which is kind of unfortunate, because I did like being able to just pick a specific snippet or template that had all our details in there. So this is going to ask me to create a new email template, and this is just a basic chunk of text, basically, it looks like, that we're putting in, but it has name, subject, email, and stuff like that. So it's just a text email that you're sending out, and it doesn't look like you can use the template builder in there. Now let's just check one thing here. Let's run down to labs, go over to labs and see what's in labs, and I wonder if there's any more information around here. I'm going to turn on the website builder in for this one, and then CRM document management. Yeah, okay. So there isn't a specific one for those, but yeah, I guess one of the things I did like was being able to pull in one of those actual email templates that we were using before, but now it's transferred over to snippets, and it looks like it's just a chunk of text that you're going to send out in conversations, which kind of makes sense, but sometimes I like to send out photos and graphics and stuff like that as well. So that kind of answers my question on snippets there. So let's see, I think Eugene asked it. Eugene, I just threw that in there. I know Adam mentioned that. Yeah, so I think that kind of answers questions for today. We've been on for about 40 minutes now. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, please shoot them my way. Love to chat about high level, what you guys are doing in there and how we can help out. Or if you have any thoughts for future products or plugins or anything like that. Two of the cool things that we're working on this week is we're working on gift cards integration with high level so that we can easily offer out gift cards with for your customers, for any or your clients' customers, however you want to set that up. You can set it up so that you're doing gift cards and your customers pay you, and then they can send out gift cards to their customers for any kind of engagement that you want. You can send it out for as part of the reward system. You can send it out for just being a nice person. You can have contests set up and where they can earn gift cards and stuff like that. Or you can do gift card type things through there. We're also playing around with a new image builder type thing here. This is just really a first test on what we're trying to do. We're actually trying to make it so that we can do dynamic SEO metadata images inside of high level, but it wasn't working 100%. We were able to load it in there, but for some reason high level wasn't taking one of the UTM parameters into the thing. So it's just something we're working on all the time, trying to build something cool and new. One of the other things we're hoping to get launched here in the short while here, early end of this month or start of next month, is a new dynamic QR code builder, so that you can easily create QR codes and then share those out, and then you can update and edit those QR codes later on. So like if you get them printed on something, on business cards or whatever, you can easily reprint those. So I know I'm not showing my face on this here. I can actually possibly do that over here. I'm going to transition over to this thing and say, hey, this is me today. Thanks for joining me on this live Q&A call for high level. If you guys have any other questions or you'd like to see the replay or anything like that, please shoot me a message. I am always around. And I've always got a phone, and we got a team here to do some cool stuff. So shoot me any messages, and I'm happy to help out. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Thursday. And that's it